So, dude, crazy enough.
Yeah.
I think this is the year that Tasteway finally found her true love.
Oh, is that what they call her, Tasteway?
That's what I call her.
That's interesting. I think we're going to get a presidential UAP disclosure. I'm going to tell you why I think that, but that's going to be 24.
Really?
Yeah, we got some predictions. 2024 predictions. Let's run
do it. Let's jump in.
Y'all ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the podcast that never sleeps. Now kick back in your seat and witness.
We're not singing
Greatness.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast Never Sleeps. I'm your host, Killer Cam, a.k.a. your boy. And with me always is the funny and very knowledgeable Jared, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, back. It's a new year. Oh, we got some good stuff today.
We sure do.
Yep.
So if this is your first time at the podcast Never Sleeps, welcome. Happy to have you.
Yep.
Here we explore the new, the ancient, and the mysterious, all with way too many pop culture references. Isn't that right, Jared?
All the references.
Not all of them, but we'll do a lot. There's for sure going to do at least more than two.
Could you imagine trying to do all the references? And so we'd have to pick like a date where that starts from. But okay, tangent, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I was thinking is
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner?
That's what you're thinking? Today the show is 2024 predictions. And we know where Cameron's going. He gave us a little preview.
I got
just now.
Chalamet on the mind.
Yeah, I actually want you to jump right into that because I want to know where you're going with it, obviously, because those are some names that I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with all the names.
Yeah. So Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner started dating, dude. So they're knocking the boots.
Yeah, Kylie Jenner. I like her. She's an entrepreneur. She's a billionaire. She is
My least
marketing
favorite
genius.
My least favorite Kardashian / Jenner, whatever you want to call
We're
it.
so opposite on this one. So funny.
Yeah.
My favorite is Chloe, right?
I think that's everybody's favorite.
Good.
I think everyone can agree Chloe's like the favorite. She used to be like the black sheep, the dark horse.
Yeah,
now she's
that's
like
true.
the one everyone loves.
You're right. I remember that. Early on in the show, she was like the outcast for some reason.
Before, because she didn't have her BBL yet.
Oh,
That's what it was.
jeez. How shallow are we, all of us? All of us together. Because she's like the sweetest one, the most real, like probably the one that most people can relate to, even though she has a life that most 99.9% of people could never understand or will ever understand. But she seems relatable.
I know, we're shallow people. We're shallow as a shower, as I'm created that
Shallow
phrase.
as a shower.
Name the band.
Cool.
Name the band.
Oh,
cool.
name it?
Cute is what we aim for.
there
Good
you
job.
go.
Anyway,
Cute. That's
so Timothée Chalamet. I think I don't think they're very compatible, dude. I think he's like an artiste, and she's like a clout chaser, but not like she has the clout.
Chaser. What? Yeah, she is the ultimate clout. Like
She has clout.
She's the prize. Dude.
Happy New Year, Domino Princess. Yeah, okay, she's the prize. Okay,
Yeah.
she's like a billionaire. Yeah, but no, when I say clout
just
chaser, I'm not
that.
saying she's looking for clout in all the wrong places. I'm saying so that she's like, hey, I care about very shallow things, very Chalamet thing. Oh, they're perfect together.
There
Okay.
you go. Chalamet.
Yeah, she's Chalamet as a shower. Okay, so they're fucking a perfect couple.
Yeah.
So moving on. So you know who might not be a perfect couple
Go for it.
is Taylor Swift and her new hubby.
Okay.
Have you heard about this?
How could I not? Because this was like every football game was just them watching the two, in the stands.
They didn't even
the
show
wives.
the game.
No,
they
it was
just showed Taylor Swift reacting.
and there she is now, Bob. Taylor's going in for a hug to so-and-so's wife. What's the boyfriend's name?
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's wife.
just got a smuckaroo right on the lips, Jared. But also there was a touchdown was scored.
Is that what they're eating up there? I think they're
pretty
eating
sure.
crab cakes.
I think
up
that's
there.
what it is.
Oh,
we
wow.
can double check on that. By the way, a touchdown was scored, and but moving on.
I don't care about that. I think that was her second crab cake. I'm actually counting the crab cake. So let's do that. Let's change the point structure to crab cake eats.
Yeah. This isn't creepy at all.
This is 2-0. Oh, wait. Kelsey's wife's taken one, so now it's 2-1.
Oh, Kelce has a wife. Wow. Big developments. Big developments.
Is that not right?
Yeah. No, fucking
I know so little.
Taylor Swift is dating anyway. So, why do people think...
Who's the wife that she's hanging out with all the time? Oh, the quarterback's wife, Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's who I'm
that
thinking
makes
of.
way more sense.
Yeah. So Mahomes' wife. It was always just the two of them, like on video in the box.
So, as you know, and most of America knows, that...
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Domino. That Swifties are some of the best sleuths there are.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what Tasteway did was there was a Kansas City Swifties. That's great. So what they did was she's at doing her performance, and the line in the song is Karma is the guy on the screen.
Okay.
But she changed the lyrics during her Eras tour abroad. She changed the lyrics to Karma is the guy on the Chiefs.
Okay.
Because he plays for the
mean?
Chiefs.
I get that, but what's the line mean then? I don't.
So, but previously it was like Karma is the guy on the screen, like the guy. Forget the karma part. That's her good karma. It's about finding your true love. Whatever.
Okay, so that's the gist of the line. I was just trying to understand, like, what does it mean?
So
what is she saying?
she's getting to the point where
The guy on the screen is her love interest.
that's it, buddy.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
So she changed that, and everyone was like, "Ooh!" And the dad went to high five. Taylor Swift's dad went to high five. Travis.
Okay.
And Travis didn't see it, so he left him hanging.
Oh, dude, that's mortal sin.
Yeah, it's bad. So,
yeah, entertainment predictions are fun.
Entertainment. We also got world news coming up.
Yeah,
What else?
we're gonna do, of course, some international. World-changing predictions for 2024.
Yeah.
I want to get into some science and technology predictions.
Ooh.
There are some crazy things going on. There's gonna be some conspiracy stuff.
Okay.
You know, we're talking UAP Disclosure coming up. So stick around for that. Since we're on entertainment,
yes.
Have you seen a few new movies coming out this year that I'm excited about? I want to know what you think.
Okay.
So we've got the new Ghostbusters sequel. Have you seen the trailer for this?
Dude, can I be honest with you? And don't get upset because I know you're prone to outbursts. I haven't even seen the what's it called? Afterlife.
I'm so angry, prone to outbursts. Dude, yeah, you suck. You're missing out. It was a beautiful ode to these
bygone
movies
era
that we love, and they even wrapped it up in a pretty bow, and they could have ended it right there, and I would have been happy with it. But now that I've seen this trailer, I'm so excited that they're continuing the story.
What? How did it end? The last one. I don't care. It's
Really, you don't care?
It's been out for 5 years.
We know Egon's passed, right? In real life. So
What?
the movie starts with Egon being killed by
ghosty.
Zod. What is it?
Zulu.
Zool, yeah.
Zool, yeah.
So Zool, pretty much he spent his latter years keeping Zool at bay in this small town where there was a mine that the people who built the mine were all worshipers of Gozer, and they had a doorway for Zool, right?
Love it. Okay.
So he was keeping it at bay with all of his stuff set up and, the proton pack things all around the mine to keep it so it couldn't get out.
I like it.
Then an earthquake happens and this energy gets released and it comes up and kills Egon at the beginning of the film. His property gets left to his daughter, who didn't know him at all, and she has children. So his grandchildren end up moving into this house because they need a place to live. They're not doing well financially. And then they discover that he was a Ghostbuster.
How did I miss this movie?
It's so good.
Wow.
And so, yeah, so they all, they figure this out. They start playing with the toys. But because there was that opening, that gateway in that small town, ghosts are starting to pop up, and so they learn to use the equipment, the cars there.
I just want to know how it ended.
And the way it ends is all of the
dies.
Ghostbusters show up. The original Ghostbusters show up to close the gateway and get rid of Gozer once and for all, Zool.
Gozer's gone,
and
brother.
they can't beat him. They're trying, but they're not powerful enough together. And the ghost of Egon shows up and joins the team, and his little extra amount of fighting with them is enough to close the doorway, and they hit the traps and they pull Gozer and Zul and all the things. And it's a beautiful tear-jerking moment.
No, it's not.
It is.
So
it's
you know
amazing.
what they
but
they
it's
should
also
do
a passing of
if
the torch.
if they're real heroes, what they would do is they would all just like unalive themselves.
What?
So that they can be protectors of the ghost realm forever.
Yeah, they don't know that that's possible, right?
Until
they don't
Egon
know
did it.
how
So that's what I'm
works.
saying. Now they should all unalive themselves.
What? No, you just live your life naturally, and eventually you'll be there.
Self-delete.
There's no need because the threat is gone by the end of the film. You think. Now in this we don't know who the big bad is in this film. We just know there
Gozer,
is
he's
one.
back.
No, it's
Nobody stays dead.
But all of the Ghostbusters make an appearance in the trailer. So Bill Murray's back, and Winston. We got all of them are back. Except
Egon's
for
back?
Egon.
Oh.
No, but the kids now have moved into the building in New York and took up all the equipment, and they're trying to stop this new threat.
I'm Sigourney Weaver's kid. Call back, and they'll be like, oh, and the theater will go,
Yeah, what was his name? Little Tommy or whatever.
yeah. Yeah. Dude, the best
Oscar.
part,
Oscar!
I don't care.
Yeah.
Best part of Ghostbusters is when Ghostbusters 2 is when the dude dresses up as like the
why
maid.
is he dressed up like that?
What are you doing,
Makes
man?
no sense.
And he's a human. He's not even dead. He's not a
yeah,
ghost.
somehow, but he has the powers and he reaches like
and
60
he becomes
feet.
he becomes Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's weird.
What the fuck is that part?
Yeah.
That scene was like
It's
added.
Janusz. I
Yeah.
know it's him. How do you
know? You've never
dude?
met Janusz, you fuck.
No, it's Sigourney. What
She
says
never
that?
met him.
Yeah, she worked for him.
She never met him. Listen.
Why are we changing the story? But yeah, Oscar out up on the ledge is the scariest moment of all time. There was actually a video released on the internet. I think it was on Twitter recently of a kid doing that. A child about that age.
D-Livewire, what up, boy?
And it says never leave your children unattended. Gets out on the window ledge and walks across the top of a building on the ledge.
I saw that, and then
like
a bunch
2
of
years
people
old.
go down and they catch him. Or no, somebody from another floor grabs him, right? What happens?
I think they pull him back in eventually, but he gets to walk. Dude doesn't fall.
He gets
that is
to.
a miracle.
Dude, he got to walk. Yeah, I know. Because, you know, they don't got real good balance, those little bastards, right?
No.
So they're like,
Yeah, but walking against the wall. Yeah, dude, it was like a 2-year-old maybe.
Dude, I saw a cat about 8 floors up holding on for dear life again on the side of a wall.
Yeah.
And then he falls.
No.
And everyone's like, and lands on his feet and just starts running off. I'm
What?
like, what the fuck?
Super
Yeah.
cat.
Super cat.
Yeah, that's the
super
thing.
Cat
Super cat
does
back.
whatever a super cat can.
Yeah, he's
When
back.
he's back
Super
to
cat. He's the one that you
want
are.
back.
Yeah, Batman.
Batman. Then it transitions to the next
So
song.
Ghostbusters, you haven't even seen it, so that sucks for you because you're missing out on something super amazing. I have a question.
I don't think I am, but okay.
MCU related because we talk a lot of MCU on this channel. If you don't know that,
I got some MCU related also.
do you think Deadpool 3 is going to be the savior of the MCU? You have not been happy with the content as of late. I loved What If Season 2. I loved Loki Season 2. You, not so much.
Yeah.
Do you think Deadpool 3 is this golden goose that's going to be like, boom, and regenerate and reinvigorate all of the fans of the MCU and new fans and bring new fans? Where are you at with that?
Princess, we'll read your comments in 1 second.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, friendo, is Deadpool 3 rated R?
Yeah.
It's
It's their
for
first rated R MCU film. 100%.
Okay, well, here's my only problem is so Ryan Reynolds came out and said that he's not happy with the handcuffs that Disney's been putting on him.
Well, that's just part of the MCU. They have to be part of a larger storyline now. You're
Okay.
part of a bigger universe.
Okay, but what made the Deadpool movies great was his sense of humor, was
Right.
the crass, the gross,
I'm sure that's still there.
obtuse.
That's definitely there. The
Then
the
what are
leaked
the- then
footage
what are
we
the
have is
creative
him
handcuffs?
holding the head up of Sabretooth and walking around with his severed head. I don't think there's going to be too much. I think the handcuffs are you need to hit these beats because you're setting up 10 new films.
Yeah.
So that's every
So don't have him set
complaint
up
for every
10
film.
new films. Just have him set up like one.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
But
Do you
so I don't
this
think
is
it's going to be the
pivotal
golden
point?
goose. No. So yeah, I think it might be cool if they let Ryan do Ryan. I think it could be great.
Yep. I know. I don't have any doubt in my mind that we're going to get the Deadpool that we love. I think that's for sure. We're going to get a Wolverine that's more like the Logan Wolverine, and him and Reynolds' chemistry, like even you can tell Offset seems to be really great, dude, which always makes for good film.
Hugh Grant is so badass that he has to wear long sleeves because he has a skin condition. So
Hugh Grant, Hugh Jackman.
Sun. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
No. Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant's such a badass.
Hugh Jackman as well. Funny enough, you should mention that.
Yeah, the long sleeve thing doesn't bother me.
Dude, it looks so bad. The long sleeves.
It just looks like a Deadpool suit.
Anyway, so you know what I think? I don't think that. I hope it'll be good, but I don't think it's going to be the Golden Goose. You know what I think is going to be the fucking Golden Goose?
What? Because they got to get there.
So Marvel.
Yeah.
They asked for a few trademarks. Marvel asked for like 3 trademarks specifically. One of them being Marvel's Nomad.
Okay. I'm not buying into this rumor, but go ahead. Yeah, I think this is all bullshit. If it's true, that'd be amazing, but there's no way. There's no way it's true.
What is the theory then, big guy?
The theory is that it's just fake bullshit. That there's no way Chris Evans is coming back to do a Nomad series. It's just not going to happen.
No Nomad series, a film.
Even that, I just don't think he would do it. I know they'll come back for Secret Wars because that's an epic return that has to happen. There's no way he's going to shoot a film in between. I just don't see him doing it. I don't think he'll come back. He seems so adamant about leaving his character where he left it.
And I agree they should. I just
Same with RDJ.
Yeah, so they say Scarlett Johansson, ScarJo, RDJ, and Chris Evans. He really doesn't have a nickname. And Chris Evans are all coming back for this Nomad movie. For those who don't know, Nomad is when Captain America dropped the mantle of Captain America.
Right. We saw a little of that Nomad during Infinity War.
Yeah, but not really. And they didn't really talk about it. He just took the star off. He took the Avengers thing off.
Exactly.
But so yeah, Nomad. It was a character, and it was weird. He had this deep V-neck with a cape. It was silly, but that's when he
80s.
gave up the mantle of Captain America. So the theory is twofold. One of two things, I should say. It's either going to be it's him, ScarJo, and RDJ, and it's about when him, ScarJo, or Black Widow, Captain America, and Sam Wilson were outlaws because RDJ's because Captain America's or because Tony Stark's a douche.
When he was being his Nomad character, when he was an outlaw being chased by the government.
Because RDJ's a douche or Tony Stark's a douche, and he's like, oh, we need these Accords.
No, he in fact he was totally off that train. By the end of the film, he wouldn't even answer the general's calls. He knew Cap broke out. He wasn't trying to round them up.
He knew he was wrong.
He was done with
it. He knew
he fucked
up. He knew
that's not why. That's not true.
That's why.
He believed in it.
He knew he fucked up.
Dude, in Endgame,
it's
you
good
get
to
his
admit.
moment
It's
where
nice to admit when you're wrong.
He doubles down. He says whether it infringed on our precious freedoms or not, I told you this is what we needed. He doubles down in Endgame.
Yeah. The Accords had nothing to do with Thanos. He was just babbling. It was showing him losing his mind, is what that scene was.
That was him angry that Cap wasn't there when he needed him. No, he said we would do it. He said, you said we would do it together and you weren't there. So why don't you take this and go hide like you did for the last 10 years? That's what he was saying in that scene.
10 years, all right. Your time frame's way off, number one.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I exaggerated a timeline. That is what that scene is. You realize that, right? That is what that moment was. It was him saying, you ran off and hid when I needed you. You were hiding. Which
is incorrect.
So go do
it
again.
He's like, no, hey, asshole, you were out flying in outer space. I was on Earth protecting our home.
They weren't together because he was off doing what he...
Because he did what he shouldn't have done, and he went on the fucking Q ship to outer space.
No,
wrong.
Because
incorrect.
He wasn't on board
bad,
with the Accords,
stupid idea.
And it broke up the
That's
Avengers.
why... Captain America's way better than fucking Iron Man.
Nah.
Anyway, moving on. So I'm glad we agree on that. So
never.
So it's either that.
Will we agree on this?
It's either that. It's either that Captain America's better, which is for sure. So it's either that they're doing that where it's going to show the timeline of in between Civil War and Infinity War.
What he was off doing. Yeah.
Or
I like the or.
It's going to be the end game.
Yep.
Where he's going and dropping off all the soul gem
that's
and
the story
all the stones,
we want to see.
Right?
As a fan, I think that's more the story we want to see. What was that adventure like? How did he return the stones? What happened to him along the way?
What happened when he met with when he went to Vormir and saw not only Black Widow, but he saw the Red Skull. Mm-hmm. What about that?
How about where he returns? He has to return the hammer. He's got to return the Time Stone. He's got to return the Power Stone. Along the way, he's going to run into all of these characters that we love and somehow return back to our reality. How does he do that?
Yeah, let me ask you this.
I want to see that.
Let me ask you this. How does he get the Mind Stone back in Loki's scepter, number one, because he doesn't have Loki's scepter? And how does he get the Reality Stone juice back in Natalie Portman's sweet ass?
I'm sure they gave him a thing to...
Nope, we saw he had a suitcase and the hammer. The suitcase just had the stones, and he had Mjolnir. That's it.
I'm sure he... Or she just has to get near it, right? So maybe he just broke it next to her or something. So all you would have to do is, because we know going into the past doesn't affect the future, like Back to the Future.
Creates a new one.
He just has to prevent each of those events from taking place. So when he takes the scepter, he just has to stop him from taking the scepter. When they take the stuff out of her, he just has to stop Rocket from actually. So if he prevents all of them,
but that's creating a new timeline, because if he stops Rocket,
no, as long as as long as the stones remain in the reality they came from, then according to their lore, everything should stay the same, and he won't be undoing what they did, because the future isn't affected by changing the past.
Because it's timelines, branch timelines. Anyway, so
they said only branch timelines if you don't return the stones in those movies.
But which doesn't make sense.
The TVA
if you go back
that.
And you change anything, it's a branch timeline.
That's why
you going back creates a branch timeline.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
we know that
what
from
else
the
we
TVA.
got? What else we got?
Yeah, so so the big thing was Deadpool. I want to ask you about Ghostbusters. Are there any exciting movies? Are there any movies you are excited about in 2024, or any entertainment coming out? I want to hear your thoughts on that, because those are the two big ones for me. And Chase is saying he agrees with you that, it's actually, I thought it was Chase. How funny. It's Princess. She's saying, as long as you let Deadpool remain like the way Ryan Reynolds portrays Deadpool, as long as he gets to stay true to that, then it's good.
She gets it.
Yeah.
She gets
and
it.
I think he'll be that for sure. I don't see them saying, don't be yourself. Don't be the character that everyone
made
loves,
you famous
that
and
makes
great.
all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's just going to be with a guy who we all love even just as much, if not more, Wolverine.
Yeah,
Do you think we'll have more than one Wolverine in this film? Do you think
want-
this will be the way they show variants?
The most I want to see is X-23. That's it. But that's the most I want to see, X-23. Yeah. But so I do have some more entertainment news I can get to.
Chase is asking, are there any other Marvel movies coming out this year other than Deadpool? What's slated?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there other movies coming up?
Well, we know there's series. The Echo series starts soon. We know Daredevil's coming out.
This year? Not this year.
Yeah, it's this year for sure. Because
2024, how crazy, dude.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat any other entertainment news you want us to get to, or anything that you have as far as predictions. What's going to happen? So I do believe that Deadpool will be a pivotal film.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can I tell you a crazy prediction I have?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what we're doing.
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
Is that the point of this episode? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So here's what I think, dude. So we've talked about this many a time. Hollywood's gone a bit woke.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. You've brought this up several times.
Yes.
Mostly around Snow White.
Yes. So we're not talking Snow White.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking just Disney. I'm saying Hollywood.
Okay. In general.
Woke, yeah. So woke used to be a positive term. It means that you were woke, like you got stuff.
You know what's funny is so you have one side uses the word woke and the other side uses the word awake. Right? It's now you're awake. And the other side is now you're woke. It's just funny. They're both
Who
using
says
the same,
awake?
The other side. So the antithesis. So it's mostly the left that says woke, right?
Okay.
That uses woke. The right says awake.
No, I think
now
the right says woke. They're like, oh, look at these woke motherfuckers. Look at this woke culture. The right says woke.
No, but
the left doesn't say, hey guys, we're hella woke.
Yeah, don't they? I thought that's what they do. Yeah, woke. They say, yeah, you're not. You need to be more woke.
No. Woke. That's what the point I was getting to. Woke has like negative connotations now.
Now it does. Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
For a while it has now.
But
it started as a positive where like AOC would come out and be like, I'm woke, and they'd be like, yeah,
yeah.
And now it's like,
you need to be more woke.
Like, I'm not woke, and they're like, yeah, no, you're not woke. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Okay, you're saying it's changed like connotations. I think that it gets used as a negative thing because the people that don't subscribe to all of that, they use it to
people
describe
that don't
those
like
people.
And subscribe.
They say this is wokeness, and they're against whatever that is.
By the way, that's a really good point. Everybody like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Hit that like button right now, all you guys watching. Thank you.
The other side though calls it awake. Like now you're awake. You need to be you need to be awoken. You need to awaken. Like
I think you're just talking about
pilled.
Andrew Tate.
No, dude, that's,
only Andrew Tate.
No,
says that.
I don't even.
You need to
listen
escape the
to Andrew
matrix.
Tate.
You need to escape the matrix. You need to become awoken.
No, they all say it. Trust me. That it's a common term.
Who else says it? Jordan Peterson say it.
I don't. So these are two people that I don't listen to speak very often. But there was.
You need to be awake.
Awakening Wonders is Russell Brand's thing. But they always say red pill. You're now awakening.
Hello,
People
my
are
awakening
awakening.
wonders.
They're seeing the mainstream media.
What does
for
Russell
it
Brand
is.
say?
Awakening Wonders is what he calls his audience.
Hello, my awakening wonders.
Yeah.
See, it's a very funny.
It's just funny they both use the same term.
Here's my Russell Brand. It's a very funny thing when he's talking about my lovely little cheeky wonders is what you are.
Good morning, my awakening wonders. You've never seen his show?
No, I've never seen his show.
Oh, it's a good show. It's a good YouTube show.
Good morning, my awakening lovelies.
Yeah.
What is it?
Awakening Wonders.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fix it for him. Hello, my woke lovelies.
That's not what it is.
Can I make it better though? Is that what
no,
I'm
you're
asking?
not making it better. You're changing it. You're changing. So like we.
Hello,
like
my pretty little lovelies.
Is woke is one side of the field. The other side of the field is awake. So once you're awake, once you're red pilled, you're awake to all of this thing, all of this stuff that the lies that they've been feeding you. If you're woke,
you gotta escape the matrix.
You're progressive. So there's this. It's just funny. It's the same word, just used different ways.
I am both racially ambiguous as well as accentually ambiguous.
Yeah, the most I've heard.
Where was I
him
born?
talk
Nobody
is
knows.
the
What
Piers
accent
Morgan.
is this? Nobody knows.
Is this Andrew Tate?
Do I over enunciate all of my words? Yes, because I'm from Hustlers University.
Yeah, he says
Do
that
you understand?
kind of stuff. Yeah.
And if you quit Hustlers University, you will never be able to recover. Do you understand? This is your one chance to escape the matrix.
Have you seen his Piers Morgan interview?
Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
No.
You should watch that. It's interesting.
Does Piers go after
I was
him?
wondering, why is this guy in jail? Because it sounds
trafficking.
like it sounds like it's horrible. Like there's one side where they're saying he was doing the worst possible thing you could almost do.
And then it's like,
Then
he
you
was just
read
collecting
what
money
it
from
is.
women for OnlyFans accounts and shit. Yeah.
But then it's TikTok in the actual legal documents, forcing them to do TikTok videos.
Get on there. Get on there.
Right. But none of the people that they're saying he
Hi
forced
guys, welcome back.
are coming forward. Like there's no people coming forward saying this is what he did. They're saying he didn't do that, which is so I don't get it. I don't know I don't understand that whole situation.
One woman did come forward.
I wish I knew
she
more
ended
about
up
it.
dead the next day. It was so sad. No, I'm kidding.
But
I'm kidding,
it seems
Andrew.
like a rough situation, man. That sucks.
Oh, you think being charged for trafficking people, you
Locked
think
away
that's
in a
tough?
foreign prison is just the scariest thing
Well,
ever.
he chose to live in Romania. This is his decision. So, if he's getting locked away,
but he doesn't want to
whatever.
be imprisoned there. Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Dude, I love vacationing to Mexico. It doesn't mean you want to be in Mexican prison.
No.
I get it. But
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. So this whole woke culture thing. Here's my hot take prediction for 2024, baby. You ready?
Okay.
Here's my hot take prediction. So, Disney had one of the worst fiscal years ever. Okay, The Witcher season 3 did terrible numbers.
Is this because of the strikes?
No.
Okay.
This is all woke culture that I'm talking about. Yeah. This is all-
You think that's 100% the cause of their poor performance? Is
No, I wouldn't say 100%, but I'd say a good, huge portion. Yeah.
that the content wasn't as good as it could have been, therefore the audience wasn't there?
Yes, the audience wasn't there because they were there. Oh, The Witcher. I can't wait to see Henry Cavill. Perfect casting, by the way. Can't wait to see Henry Cavill whoop some ass. And it's like, oh, he's only in 25% of like half the episodes. And it's like, okay, and I'm watching all these other people do shit.
Is that true? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I watched that season. I don't remember it that way.
I know, but you don't really see things for what they are, Jay. You're blind.
I'm not awake.
You're not awoke. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're woke. You're not awoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your problem. So, but here's the deal, man. Mm-hmm. So, Witcher, it went very like feminist.
Well,
thing.
the character was becoming a Witcher, so you want to show that story. But
Okay.
I loved that season. I loved the whole show so far.
the author said, "Hey, I hated this season. All of my notes they threw in the trash. They didn't. Listen to
the
anything
Game
I
of
said."
Thrones guy say the same
Henry
thing?
Cavill said that. Yeah, and how did fucking Game of Thrones turn out? Buddy?
Yeah, I think Witcher's better than Game of Thrones.
Okay.
You got to get into it, bro. It's so good.
Okay, but either
Yeah.
neither here nor there. And then Henry Cavill also said, "Yeah, that's why me left the show. hello, my little
I'm
lovelies.
so pissed at him for
I left
leaving.
the show because everything I said, they're like, no, you're not even in the scene. We're switching you out and we're putting in this chick because we need more backstory of this girl. And he's like, but it's me show, isn't it? And like, no, it's not.
Really? They did that? That sucks.
Dude, Cabell came out and said that.
That sucks.
Yeah. So another thing is Doctor Who.
Okay.
So Doctor Who, they did a female doctor for the first time, which is cool.
Yeah.
Right. It didn't get good ratings, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's cool. Like, switch it up, right?
I got to get into Doctor Who. It
Yeah,
seems
I know,
like
me
something
too.
I would love.
So they're like, all right, let's really get our fans back and, like, you know,
Okay.
get the ball rolling again.
Yeah.
So they brought back one of the, like, crowd favorite doctors, David Tennant, the guy who played the Purple Man from Jessica Jones, right? David Tennant, great actor.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah. So they bring him back.
Yeah.
And then, but they do sort of the same mistake that Disney and a lot of people have been doing. As a matter of fact, they partnered with Disney for this special. And what happened was it was mostly focused on these two women characters.
Okay.
And then the doctor was split into two different doctors.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being a goofy little British man, hey, listen, look at me. Hello,
Yeah.
my little lovelies.
Okay.
That's all I say for British people now. He broke into a British man, like still David Tennant, and then a gay black man.
Okay.
And it's not like that was, in my opinion, the best idea for the show or the smartest way to go, right? I think that was to be like, oh, inclusivity, right?
Okay.
And I think that's the problem. My prediction for 2024.
Yeah.
And by the way, that show did, the special was like a few episodes.
Yeah.
Did the worst numbers Doctor Who or anything related to it's ever seen.
Okay.
They did horrible, and they thought this was going to be their magnum opus, right?
Oh, that sucks.
So, but it was garbage, hot garbage. So they're like pivot central, right? So prediction, hot take for 2024 is this woke culture, this woke movie shit where we need, put a woman in, make her gay and lame, that type of thing. I think that's going to go out the window. I think they're realizing if you want cool female-led character movies with cool female characters, they exist. Aliens, one of the dopest franchises ever.
Yeah.
Female-led character.
Yeah.
You don't have to take The Witcher, which is Geralt, whatever his name is, and throw a bunch of women in it and be like, oh, look, it's The Witcher, but also, look, there's chicks and, look at other affluences and whatever. So I think this year is the year of, let's get rid of that. If you want a cool female-led movie or cool, other type, not white, cis male, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Do it. Cool. Don't shoehorn them into other stuff.
Okay.
Right? It's like you have Iron Man, dope. But what if Iron Man was a black woman? Iron Heart.
Right.
Print it. It's like, no, just make your own thing, man. Make Lady Shiva, whatever fuck, and make her this cool character. Do your own fucking thing. Don't horn them into other projects. And I think that's what's going to happen in 2024. Jared, what do you think? You think I'm crazy? You think I'm right? You think I'm wrong?
I don't know.
Well, no, it's predictions.
I haven't noticed.
You don't know.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it as much as you have. So I try and find stuff that I know I'm interested in or I think is good.
You got to take that red pill, baby.
I guess,
you're blue pill. Dude, you're so.
I'm watching the content for what it is. I'm not necessarily focused on any of that when I watch it. I'm just like, was this exciting? Did this make me? Did I have fun watching it?
You know what I've realized about
Did they move the story forward?
No, not even that. You don't even focus on that. Did they move the story forward?
Yeah, that's actually
then you
my
wouldn't like what
most
if.
important thing.
But
what if is exactly
not moving the story
that.
forward. It's fake stories about nothing that are stupid.
No, in the What If
foolishness.
series though, it moved everything forward. It's literally a continuation of the first What Ifs. Peggy Carter is the main character of this.
Here's how you watch movies though, and I applaud it.
Okay.
Is you don't think of what could have been.
Right.
You're like, this is what we got.
Yes.
And here's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what we got.
Yeah.
But they could have.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they didn't. So yeah, I kind of just, and when we talk about the things they could have done, I have fun with those conversations. But it doesn't ruin the films for me. It doesn't ruin the content for me. Yeah.
What If was good.
So I loved What If. So do I think they're going to, because just like South Park said, the whole pandering thing, that they're, and you said shoehorning things into these films for that specific reason. Do I think they're going to do less of that because they're not making as much money?
Not making as much money. They're doing horrible numbers.
So what's really contributing to that? Is it because the content is worse, or is it because more people are watching online content or YouTube or type shows now? Or did the strike hit the industry so hard that so many things got pushed back that big marquee films didn't make it on time for 23?
No, because we have examples of the that Leave This House Behind. I can never remember the name of that goddamn movie. Julia Roberts and Barack Obama. Yeah. That movie did huge.
Okay.
The Marvels didn't. That had a theatrical release, not fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
Did
Are less people doing theaters now because of COVID? We're post-COVID.
No, Barbie, Oppenheimer, both 2 movies that came out the same fucking day almost one broke $1 billion, one $900 million.
Yeah, why were people more excited to see Oppenheimer than the Marvels? Like, why?
You tell me. What do you think?
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
What do you think? One is a Christopher Nolan movie about one of the greatest minds of all time.
I know. You think?
And one is about.
I love this idea.
One is about. Somebody said it was very funny. They called it the WNBA movie, which is just clever. Funny.
That's fine.
But one movie is about one of the greatest minds of all time, directed by fucking Christopher Nolan, starring RDJ, starring fucking Cillian Murphy.
I love it. I think that's something I would love.
And then the other one,
the greater public would love or would embrace
it's Chris Nolan,
a movie like that. I know, but still, I didn't expect that. And I'm glad it's.
And then
what's
the other movie? The other
Barbie.
movie is. No. I'm saying the Marvels versus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then the other one is one character. Oh, that's the chick from Infinity Endgame War, whatever that was. That movie, that big movie that with Captain America and stuff. That's the girl from it. Who are these other ones? I've never seen that black girl.
It's because
I've never seen the Indian girl.
They were using a lot of the TV show content in this movie, and maybe not the casual viewer might not even know really what to expect, or the marketing wasn't there. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know what drove the numbers into the ground. If it was specifically those, the content got worse because they were shoehorning things in and creatively making mistakes.
Well, let me ask you this: does this sound like a shoehorn? They go to a planet where everyone sings instead of talks, and they got this amazing actor to play the prince that Captain Marvel married in the movie for like political purposes.
Yeah.
They got this amazing actor, one of the boys from BTS, to play him.
Okay.
Is that shoehorning bullshit, or is that let's get the best guy for the job? Because Jared,
I don't like the idea of a singing planet in the MCU at all.
Have you seen any scenes or clips from it? Mm-hmm. It's the worst thing I've ever seen, maybe ever.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to hit Disney Plus.
I'm not.
Yeah,
couldn't give a fuck.
So in the chat, real quick, so we've got Princess asking, "What do we think about Donald Trump running for president?" So we're going to get to political and world news very shortly here. So stick around for that. We're just once we leave entertainment, we'll get there. So. And then next, I think people need to come up with original ideas and stop taking someone else's ideas and ruining them. Let the classics be the classics. So you think the content was worse and that's why they did poorly.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. So, and you're guessing that they've learned from that mistake, and movies going forward are going to be better because they're not going to make the same mistakes. Do I agree with that? Do I agree with that prediction? I do. I think they're going to try and make the best content possible. I'm hoping.
I hope so.
I'm hopeful. Yeah.
I hope
Heck
so.
yeah. If that's the reason, then that's an easy fix, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite, I think the best DCU movie was Wonder Woman. 100%.
Agreed.
So
agreed.
You can make these movies and that
female-led superhero movie.
Powerful,
that was fucking fantastic. Yeah. That was the best of the DCU before the Snyder Cut.
It's so freaking good. Yeah. And she in the Snyder Cut is the best. One of the best moments is, and they cut it out of the original version, is her getting the arrow from her people and then discovering underneath the Parthenon
dark side.
Yeah, the whole
shit.
Story of the gods when they joined the fight, and
very cool. Her telling the story and it actually showing the old gods.
We don't get that.
And
they cut that out.
Zeus came to fight.
Oh, dude, that was the best moment.
Dude, she's so sexy. First of all,
so much Star Wars.
Not only is she so crazy sexy, Gal Gadot. Not only is she so crazy sexy, but she's like the sweetest. Like her smile warms my heart.
Yeah,
you know,
funny. Yeah,
something about it, dude. her husband is the luckiest fucking dude on the planet.
Yeah, you think so?
I am obsessed.
Yeah, I think she's great. She's great in interviews. She's great on late night shows. I remember
so
when
charming, so
she was
lovely,
a new
so
face,
elegant. Yeah,
when that movie came out, and I remember when she was doing the late night tours before Wonder Woman came out. I was like, dude, this is a star.
She's a star. Yeah.
They found a star.
Like even I'll be honest, man, and maybe this is underutilization in on the movie's part, but when she was in Fast and the Furious, I'm like, oh, hot girl anyway.
She was awesome in
thick
that.
Thick accent, can't act. But I'm like, she's great.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
That moment where she sacrifices herself, that's a pretty cool moment.
Yeah. Dude,
she jumps off the car.
Who knew Han would pull in some puss?
Jesus. Chase is asking any new Star Wars coming out. So still on the entertainment predictions. We know there is, right? We know that there is some Star Wars coming out. What's that film that they're trying to release? I can't remember.
What is it? A Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Give me a hint here.
I don't know. It's a group of characters we don't know.
Oh, fuck, dude. That looks so ill.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, unknowns characters.
Yeah.
No, The Bad Batch. Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called.
That's what I keep going back to. It's something
Chase,
like that.
what is that called? You know it. Yeah, dude, that looks ill.
It looks cool.
And there's like, it's star power too.
Yeah.
There's like some stars in that shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool Star Wars shit coming out.
There's a ton of Star Wars coming. Yeah. So, do you think it's going to be good? Are you excited about it? What are your predictions?
If my prediction...
Because you've hated all the good Star Wars stuff
Given
too.
life, my boy. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hated all this shit. I got to watch Andor. That's the only one I started that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, it's great.
Book of Boba Fett was such hot garbage. Mandalorian Season 3. I know you love it, but garbage.
No, it was fun.
Garbage. So I think if my prediction's correct and they stop pandering and start making fucking good stuff, then I think, we'll be A-okay. I think we'll be good. If they get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, or if she watches that South Park Into the Pandaverse a million times, I don't know.
Yeah, they replaced her.
I don't think they did.
They did, yeah.
Okay.
They named a new head of like creative or whatever she was. They named a new.
She was like the Feige. She was the president.
Yeah.
She was like the Feige of Marvel or to Lucasfilm. As Feige
I mean, if
Marvel.
your content's not doing well, then you're not doing your job right, and so
you're fine.
Yeah, someone else has to step in and correct it. Given life says don't release any of that shit. If it's not the best version of the content, then don't release it. I agree.
Trash. Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
What do we got? World news?
World news. So, this year, what will we get as far as world news? The first thing I want to talk about is disclosure. UAP disclosure. I'm talking full presidential. We have the technology in our custody.
Dope.
Transparency.
Okay.
Do we believe that this will happen this year? And how is the best way to do full disclosure? I'm posing this question to you. I want to hear what you have to say about that.
Okay.
What do you think that if we get disclosure this year? I'm talking we have the goods. Who should say it? How should they do it?
The fucking good.
As like a casual UAP fan, you don't follow this stuff as closely as I do, but you want to know. How would you want to be told? A lot of people don't want to know. Truly, they don't. How do you think they should do this? What's the softest way to kind of let everybody know, especially the skeptics, that this is real?
Intelligent life out there?
That there is non-human intelligence and we have their craft.
Just like that.
Like that. Who should say it?
Any news anchor, I don't fucking care.
A news anchor, or you don't think it should be like a government appointed official of some kind? I want government disclosure.
You're right. Yeah, good call. So I think the president, anybody in charge, it doesn't even have to be the president. It'd be cool though. The president ideally, let's say.
Yeah.
The president comes out and says, yo, fucking aliens, bro. You ever see that movie E.T.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes to the heart of government transparency. The government should be telling its people what it's doing.
Dude, have you ever fucking heard the whole JFK speech about ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country?
Yeah, of course.
Have you heard that whole speech?
Yeah, several times.
It's all about transparency. It's all about like secret societies, all that shit. Just no secrets, all being transparent.
Secrets,
A government will be at its best when the people are fully informed.
Yes, of course. How do we make informed decisions?
He's a genius, man.
When it comes to elections, if we're not told everything, we don't know whose hands are the best if we don't know what they're holding, right?
Scumbag.
That's a big deal.
Scumbag.
So yeah, what do you
I'm not
think?
just calling you a scumbag.
I get it.
Say
It's
the reference
Bulworth,
so
yeah.
that they get it. Yeah.
Do you want to know? Do you think the vast majority of people out there want to know this truth that humans aren't the top of the chain? That there is something out there all the time watching us that's so beyond.
Well, don't say it like that.
That's what it is, and their technology is so beyond
Ladies
what
and
we can
gentlemen.
do. We have no defense against it.
So this is Biden, I guess, coming out saying saying that there's intelligent life out there.
Yeah.
So I know.
Why is he so negative about it already? He's like shaking his head.
No, he hasn't even gotten there.
Okay.
He's like, okay, just pepperoni then. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was his food order. They were
Okay.
asking about what kind of pizza he wanted.
That's right.
what. Yeah, he was just. It was in anger. He's like, what am I trying to figure it out?
Okay, now
Anyway,
he's live.
So now he's live
in the Oval.
No. They're doing it on the lawn.
Okay. Yeah, in front of the
The White House
helicopter. This is how they do disclosure. Yeah.
You do the helicopter noise.
It's a transformer now.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. No, so
Go
he's,
for it.
ladies and gentlemen of the United States
Yeah.
of America. So, so UAPs, y'all heard of these? Okay, good. I can't really hear the reactions. Is there a way I can hear the reactions?
Nope.
Okay. So I think they should, so, ladies and gentlemen, there's intelligent life out there. What do you mean? I mean,
Yeah.
like aliens. Like there's UFOs and UAPs.
Ooh, yeah. See, I don't know if we should do it this way.
I like it like this.
Yeah, I don't know if we should do
Really?
it this way. Yeah.
I'm pretty convinced this is the way to do it. So
I'm, like,
UAPs
worried
and
about it now.
UFOs. So, and I'm gonna do it the way you wanted him to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's UFOs probably watching us right now. When you shower, when you
So they're not
masturbate.
going to say that, but that's what people are going to take from it. So
No,
do you
they-
consider this disclosure? So most people don't even know this happened. That the so Chuck Schumer, right? He is the top guy in the Senate. He went in front of the Senate on the Senate floor and said, "I'm pushing a bill for transparency on UAPs and non-human intelligence." And the language in the bill that he wrote had the non-human intelligence in it like 100 times.
Happy New Year, cat lover.
Mentioned that private contractors have non-human craft, and that they need to turn them over. That's a form of disclosure as far as I'm concerned. He's saying we have it and we need to make it public. He's not even saying we need to know if it's true. He's saying they have this stuff, this is real, and now we need it turned over to us. And I have a clip that most of you probably haven't seen unless you're following this subject very closely, because not a single major news source ran this. We're talking the Senate Majority Leader talking about UAP transparency on the Senate floor, and nobody aired it. That's crazy to me.
TS?
Timestamp. If he 10 seconds. If he would have went up and even the idea that he's talking about UAPs, whether you believe it or not, would be a story. What? The Senate Majority Leader is talking about UFOs? Was he crazy? That's a story.
What is he crazy?
Right? That's a story. This is a story no matter how you look at it, but nobody showed it. And it's insane. So check it out. This is a form of disclosure.
Provisions in the NDAA that deals with transparency, trust, and government oversight. The Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure Act that he and I co-sponsored, and portions of which we will pass in the NDAA. I say to my
This is
friend
disclosure.
that
This isn't far off from
Your impression.
mine. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
maybe it should be somebody who champions this cause, like a Chuck Schumer or Senator Rounds. We have, who's the other guy from the House?
Newt Gingrich.
There's a few big ones in the House. It's the Florida representative.
Ted. Oh, that's no. What's his name?
I'm forgetting his name, but he's been a champion of this.
Rick.
It's
Rubin.
like with a T. I'm pretty sure.
It's not Rick Rubin.
Tillerman, so dude sucks because he's such like a champion for this. I'm surprised I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But to me, this is almost
He's a senator.
No, he's a House representative for Florida.
Oh, okay.
But no, the Senate is the one who passed the NDAA, and in it has this language around UAP transparency. Some of it got through, some of it didn't. But the fact that he's on the Senate floor fighting for this,
NDAA.
the National Defense Authorization Act. It's a budgeting and all of what's going to be part of this national defense strategy for the next year. Part of it is this transparency language where we as the public, they're going to put together a committee like they did for the Kennedy assassination, who's going to go through all of the files,
the Warren Commission,
and then release to the public what they think is not going to hurt national security. Now, national security, there's some landmines there, right? Because you can use that as a way to pretty much cover up anything, and that's what they've been doing. So as long as they don't use that as a blanket way to cover everything up, and some of the stuff actually does come out, we will get disclosure in 2024. I believe it. The language was in there. Some of it got passed. We're on the path.
I'm angry. Ask me where my anger stems from.
Oh, I thought you were excited. Why are you angry?
This is anger, Jared.
Oh, he's angry.
Where's your goddamn red eye about this shit?
It's true. I should do one. We'll do one. Yeah, you guys.
I've been waiting forever.
We'll do one.
There's so much info.
There is. There's so much out there. On this topic, while we're talking about world news, so thank you. Let us know if you have anything about disclosure, the alien agenda. What do you even want to know? There's a lot of people out there that are like, I would rather just go about my life and not know, because it's fun to guess and
bliss,
speculate.
baby.
Yeah, but what if the truth is something we really don't? That's why they're hiding it for so long.
Oh shit! Someone just said put out the red eye, Jared.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Holy shit!
That's good advice.
I agree.
Here's one of my guesses. Is that we've made a breakthrough in this technology because we have proof now that we've had this technology since the 40s, the 30s. Yeah. So I think we made a breakthrough, and the only reason people were coming to Grush and giving up the goods, allowing him to become a whistleblower, is because we've made a breakthrough and we're testing it and using it. And now we need a cover story.
So people see shit.
Exactly. So now it's not such an ontological shock when you see something crazy
like this. It's not such a what?
An ontological shock, something
Sick
at your
word.
core. Yeah,
I got you.
So yeah, it's out there. It's in the ether. We have whistleblowers. We've got pilots where they're showing us videos now. They're not the best, but now when you start to see some of the stuff they're testing, you're going to go alien. You're not going to go U.S. government, and that allows them to keep some level of secrecy while they're testing these goods. So I think that
why would it
plays
be
a part.
better to say alien as opposed to U.S. government? Because if I said U.S. government, I'd be like, oh, we're safe. It's me. It's my people. That's my tax dollars. Hey, tax dollars.
Because you don't want your enemies to know what you have. That's always been the issue here.
Yes, so don't fly it over Mother Russia. Don't fly it over China.
That's where you would want to test it.
Don't fly it over Hong
So
Kong.
you would want the people in China and the people in Russia.
That's where you want to test it.
Yeah, that's where you want to test it, right? Over nuclear facilities, over their nuclear facility. You want them to look. You want them to see this stuff and be like, "Oh yeah, this is that phenomenon." They don't attack us. They just kind of watch us, or right when we try to engage them, they fly away at speeds we can't match. The laws of physics don't apply to them, so they're not human. They're not U.S. It's better to have a cover story like this, but I believe that it is based on the real phenomenon.
I don't agree with that. I disagree.
Of which part, though? There's so much there.
Like what I was saying, I think it'd be smarter to say, "Oh, guys, you silly geese, this is just us, man. That's just our shit."
What if we have that ability? There's so much there. What do you mean? The ability of faster than light travel, the ability of to be able to go over any border without
we know that
detection?
We know they can do that. No,
that's exactly what this.
Hey, look at that! We see that crazy thing in there, and the government's like, "Oh yeah, that's us. We're just testing some little shit. It's nothing."
That's what they've been.
But it looked
saying.
like it was going a million miles an hour. It's
it's not looking. I'm not talking about that kind of witness testimony. I'm talking about where we have radar and instrumentation showing that these objects are doing things that are impossible.
So impossible. Yeah. So an airplane, airport sees a tower, sees this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Navy, a military, whoever.
Right.
Do you guys have ships
China.
in the air right now? No, this is America, baby.
Why? That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't use it here. You would want to test it in enemy territory. You want to know that you can get in and out.
Test here, you do it there.
No, man.
You test local. You
I'm
test
saying
home.
we've already got there. It works.
You're not like
They are
you don't
using
build
it.
you don't build a gun. And you're like, okay, let's test fire it against our enemies.
No,
you test fire it a billion fucking times before you take it to the streets, baby.
I'm not saying we're there. I'm saying we're way past that. We have it. We're using it. We have that technology now. We've made a breakthrough.
Okay, I'm talking.
where we can.
I'm talking
we don't- the
disclosure
test
to the
phase-
American people. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about the secrets we don't know. You're talking about disclosure to the American people. How would we react?
No, I didn't say. No, this was a different thing entirely. This was a tangent on why did people come forward to Grush now? Why is this out there now? Why are they pushing for this
he's
now?
a voice that
Why?
He's a voice box that they can use.
Exactly.
Because he
Why
did
would
come
they do
out.
it?
Because he did.
Why
come out.
now? I'm saying because
he
I think
came
we
out.
made a breakthrough, but he only was able to come out because people's talked to him now. Why did they talk to him now and him? Why did they?
Well, one person talks to
now,
him, right?
40
And
people.
forever. No, listen. One person talks to him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then Bill tells Bob, hey,
Why
I talked to David.
now is what
then
I'm
Bob
saying.
tells Taylor, I
Yeah.
talked to David. Then Taylor tells Johnny, I talked to
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Why now? Why were they willing to
I don't know
come
if-
forward
I
about
don't
this
think it's
now?
some specific reason of some crazy breakthrough.
Right. So I'm
That's why I
saying,
said I
yeah. So you disagree with this. I'm saying a part of this, the Senate majority leader is pushing for transparency here. Why is this all happening now in quick succession?
Yeah.
I think that we made a breakthrough.
I get it.
And this is just
Possible.
a theory, a
Possible.
prediction.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
possible.
This is. I'm not saying this is 100% what's happening.
It's not.
I'm saying there's a chance that we made a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And we want this cover story. We want them to think there are these phenomenon out there
Possible.
that we don't know what they are.
Possible.
But some of it's us.
Possible.
I hope it's us, because if it's not, we are in so much trouble. Right? That's the scariest.
If it's another
prospect.
country, you're saying.
Yeah.
Not aliens.
And so to that point, I want to talk World War III. I have a clip real quick I want you to play.
About World War III, dude? It's a future clip? You have a clip from the future?
Timestamp's 42 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk some World War III, because if we're going to talk about 2024, we've all seen what's been happening in 2023. Where are we headed with some of these conflicts?
Totally blind to it. In many ways, I would argue that we're already in the beginning phases of World War III. And World War III looks
This
like
is a former CIA
proxy war between
spy.
the world's
Okay, I wasn't
largest
sure what this guy was.
economies,
Expert.
which those economies are starting to band together, right? World War II was defined by Axis and allies. Remember that? You had Italy
Yeah, we know,
and Germany, Nazi Germany, and Japan all working together with some other countries. And then you had the UK and the Americans and the Australians all working together with countries like Russia and China as the allied powers. We're already seeing that happen now. You're seeing it in the
Yikes.
UN.
We
You're
are,
seeing it
right? We
with
know
NATO.
this is happening.
You see Russia, China, Iran, North Korea coming closer and closer together, pulling Turkey into their own sphere of influence. You see Poland, Germany, the UK, the United States, Canada, all pulling together, right? And you see the countries, the world itself dividing along these axis and allied powers again.
Sure.
That's, to me, signs that the world is already preparing for a long-term engagement, a long-term war.
So you could stop it there.
Yeah, I did.
So do we think that World War III, not only has it already started, but there will be a formal announcement that we are now in a world war, that this engagement is beyond just a small territorial conflict?
So the only
over
way to
here?
know the future is to look at the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did World War I start? Sort of accidental, right? So it was sort of this guy got assassinated, and then everybody just started taking sides, and then it became this huge thing.
It started with proxy wars. It started with bigger governments giving money to smaller countries to fight, and by doing that, it pulled those larger countries into those conflicts. Cool. So people started taking sides.
World War II.
It was proxy
How did
wars.
World War II start?
Yeah.
So it was a guy trying to, or a country, a party trying to take over, right? And then people started aligning. Oh, well, I think these guys are going to win, so let's go on this side.
Right.
Like, no, fuck that. I'm against this. Let's go on this side. So we're already seeing some of that today, right?
We're seeing all of it. Yeah.
Okay. So
We're already engaged in all of that right now.
So America will always have a huge target on its back, right? Russia, tensions are high with because we're already giving money to Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
So tensions are high between us.
That's a
and
proxy
Russia.
war there, yeah, because China is giving money and we're giving money.
So that's a proxy war
Yeah.
already. True that, right? And then China, we don't have a great relationship.
Yeah. Now we have the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
Middle East, yeah.
And you have countries like Iran funding the Palestinians. And you have, right, America jumped in and started funding
More like a
Israel.
little proxy war.
So now there's two
actions.
fronts and two different wars
So-
that aren't related to each other.
Question number one: do you think World War III would happen in 2024?
I'm worried it's already started.
Okay.
And so I'm worried that we're going to have a formal announcement this year.
Well, let me
that
ask you this.
I hope we can snuff this out
Sure.
before it gets there.
So, what would be the inciting incident if there hasn't already been?
So right now, I think some of the scariest things that are happening are are in the Red Sea. We see attacks on U.S. military ships.
Not okay.
And you can't let that stand, right?
We talked about this on the phone. Not to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just to add to what you were saying.
Yeah.
We talked about this on the phone, dude.
Yeah.
Back in the day, if you had any of the Bushes, Clinton, there's plenty of presidents.
Yeah.
That would have been like, oh, no, sweetheart. It's not 12th attack. And then we're like, okay, well, now we got to fire back.
Yeah.
It's, oh, you silly fucks.
Yeah. Quick to respond so that you knew.
You Syrian back.
It's like the movie Swordfish. You remember what the driving factor was for his character, Travolta? Why
his
he
daughter.
did what he did?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He worked in a clandestine special forces unit where their job was to seek out terrorism and to 10x whatever they do.
Yeah.
So you bomb one of our churches, we're going to bomb 10 of yours.
Yeah, you blow up a plane, we blow up an airport.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to make attacking America the cost so high that you don't even think about it. That was the driving force. Yeah.
That dude, call me crazy. I think that's the way to go.
And that's usually how we've been, right? Yeah. You attacked us, and so we went in and took your country.
Obviously, collateral damage, casualties, like, civilians, minimal fucking if we can.
Surgical is always best, of course. But what we're seeing in the Red Sea is scary. So they're
crazy.
Stopping trade by attacking trade ships. Then they start shooting at our warships. Now Iran's deploying their own warships in the Red Sea.
What do you think we should have done as soon as they started attacking our troops?
Just recently, we started firing back. We shot a few of these ships.
I know. What do you think we should have done? Like, say this was, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, a different president, whatever the circumstances that would have to change for us to do what we said, where you fight back.
Terrorists attack our ships.
What do we do?
We respond.
In kind? Like how?
Yep, militarily. We send in the pipe hitters to take them out. Same thing we did with the Somali pirates.
Take who out?
The terrorists. The enemy.
Just the boat that
the specific enemy. Yeah, I would target the specific
enemy. We don't
enemy.
10x.
So
you don't 10 times the shit?
So, well, no, you need to put a stop to it, right? So just the few boats, that's not going to put an end to it. You need to put an end to the source of the terrorism.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with this terrorist faction is they're funded by Iran, and Iran is moving their warships into the Red Sea now as a defense. So we have a nuclear power coming out saying you're going to engage with us or with them, then you're going to engage with us. This is the beginnings of a world war. That's the fear. We don't want war, man. We don't want this.
No, we don't.
Can you stop terrorism surgically without pulling in the larger powers and creating a world war? It's so difficult. But can it be done?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
We'll find out.
Of course it can.
This year. We will find out.
This year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I don't know. Tensions are rising. Thank you guys for all the love.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. So I don't know. Tensions are high. Yes. Let me ask you this. Maybe a little controversial. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Okay.
Do you think this election coming this year will have anything to do with whether shit pops off or not?
And
you don't have to say in either way or whatever. Just do you think this election will have anything to do with that? And chat, I'd like to know what you think as well.
If we get engaged in a world war, will it affect the election or who people vote for?
Reverse. Will who gets voted in affect if we are involved in a war or not?
Ooh. I don't know.
And in a few different ways. Like one even just being, is there somebody who's more prone to wanting to maybe start a war? Or is there, there's a few ways you can go look at it.
Yeah. So,
or is there somebody they think is a weaker person, so they'd attack American troops, or what?
I don't know. So, so I think we are. I think there are some big foreign conflicts, and choosing sides is going to cause other people to choose sides. And you need to have a clear end game in sight. What is the actual goal here?
Sure.
And how do we reach that goal without creating a larger conflict that costs more lives, or that pulls us into a world war?
Yeah.
If your goal is to prevent war and to keep us out of war, that's a good goal. So I don't know. What about an election happening at all? Some people are afraid that there won't be an election this year. I've heard that on way too many news channels, independent news media, YouTube shows. There's this fear that there will be no election. Do you share that fear? What's your prediction there?
Do I share that fear? I think we'll have an election. I think we'll have a free and fair election, hopefully. Yeah, I do. The chat's popping off. Okay, so I want to hear what they have to say.
So Chase is saying their soldiers could never compete with ours. That's why they don't want to bang it out.
In like any other country?
This is back when I was talking about
Middle East, perhaps?
the Red Sea. Yeah, our guys getting shot at. He says our soldiers and gear in battle are geared and battle tested and experienced, and they're a bunch of wannabes. That's Chase. I'm with it. And then D Livewire says we need Trump with 100 exclamation points. Given Life says we need Trump back in office because he kept the idiot stab. I can't tell what he's trying to say here. He kept they won't
Trump
start
back
wars.
in office because he kept the idiot stab
that start wars in place. I think he's trying to say. He kept the idiots that want to start wars in place, in their place maybe. And he has a D Livewire says he has a proven record of being a peacemaker.
Okay.
And Princess agrees with that. CTB says obviously we need Trump. Look at the crap the world is in with now. And there's a Trump 100. And Given Life says, people that start wars. Trump would keep those people in check. So the chat has a strong belief.
The chat sees Trump as a strong leader who would, scare anybody out of fucking with us,
right?
Or respond if anybody fucks with us.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that they're seeing Biden as a weaker president. Okay. So what if it's like an RFK, or what if it's like a
could you imagine? Yeah, a third party candidate.
What's the other Republican gentleman's name from Florida?
So we don't know who's actually running yet, right? Because we have some litigation issues. We have some states that are taking Trump off the ballot. Supreme Court has to weigh in on that. We have Biden, who do we know if he's really running? There's so much chatter out there that he might not run.
He's running. I think he's 1,000 years
less
old.
than a year left.
I don't know. Yeah,
they got less than a year if he's not running. So
he already said he's running.
No, I mean, but are they going to run him? Can he? Is there going to be some reason?
So the people who said they're for sure running,
right,
are Trump, Biden,
and RFK so far. The
RFK,
big three.
And what's his name? Well, and Florida, bro.
Under what party?
Rick Santorum. Who is it? What's his name? Why can't I think of his name?
Under what party?
Republican, brother.
Then he can't run if Trump's running. It's only one.
No, they haven't done the primaries yet, so yes, they can.
Oh, yeah. So you're in a world where somehow he gets the ticket over Trump.
No, I'm saying the people that are running.
So we'd have to pick one per party is what I'm saying. Right now, Trump is the front runner. Yeah, so it would be Trump.
Okay, Trump is running also. Right. And what's the guy's name?
So there's 4 or 5 different people on the Republican side that are trying to run for president.
Name him.
Vivek Ramaswamy. You have Haley. What's her name?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to think of one specific person.
You have
what's his name, bro?
Yeah, you have it's the boots guy with the lifts. I can't remember. Rick. Yeah, it is Rick.
Rick Santorum. Rick Sanchez. What the fuck is his name?
I know, it's so fun live when you can't remember.
I know.
Like a name.
Ricky Bobby. Rick Rubin.
Is it not Rick Santorum? No, it's
Santorum's the
it's Rick. Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Oh, he's from
Ron
Texas.
DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis. Thank you.
Thank you, happy teacher mom.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
freaking A.
Because we were saying Rick.
Yeah, but my point is, assuming that Trump, because he's their front runner, is the person who runs for the
on
Republican
the Republican
side,
ticket. Okay,
it would be Trump, RFK. He's
Independent.
running, independent party, and then you have Biden if he runs.
Democrat.
So those are the three right now that would be running if the numbers stay and Biden actually runs and Trump actually gets a chance to and. RFK, well, he's already running, so he's the one that we know.
He
for
lives,
sure. Yeah,
poor guy.
So yeah, well, he's the only one that
Cursed
for sure
family.
the party said this is our guy. He's running.
The party, the non-party.
Yeah, it's a peaceful party.
Anyway, run. So yes. So who do you think? You think if DeSantis goes, you think what people will be afraid of him? The other countries will be terrified, or they'll be like, "Fuck this guy."
I think that the United States military and our CIA
are enough.
Is enough.
Yeah,
I think they're scary, man.
They're terrifying. Dude, could you imagine going up against the fucking U.S. government?
Yeah, that's
crazy.
It's
terrifying.
very scary.
The only reason I don't commit crimes is because I'm so scared of this country's fucking government.
There you go.
I'd be out there murdering every day. No, I'm kidding. No,
it's as a foreign adversary,
dude,
and
terrifying.
like I said, right now we're engaged in these conflicts by proxy. We don't have our own boots on the ground. We're not engaged, but we are starting to fire back.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, let's hope this prediction doesn't come true and World War III does not start.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully everything.
But I would love to see who actually ends up running. I truly don't know who's going to be running for president this year.
I think those three are the
probably, and I think the election will happen.
I don't think RFK is going to get nearly enough votes to get anywhere.
No independent ever has. It's always been a binary
because
system.
that's the problem. Is because it's a bipartisan system. It's two parties.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of this myself. There's been independents where I'm like, oh, I like them, but I'm like, but I'm not going to vote for them. And why? Because I feel like it's throwing away my vote.
Yeah.
Because if I vote for them, that means I'm not voting for the Republican or the Democrat who's gonna win.
I'm sick of people feeling like they can't vote for who they want to or voting against somebody they don't want. That is not we should be able to vote for the person we want to vote for. And the only reason the two-party system survived this long is because of that.
That
is
bullshit,
the fear
that way of thinking.
that you can't vote for who you want to.
Yeah.
Don't fear that. Vote for who you want for, and maybe some change actually happens.
Real quick.
That's my opinion.
Here's what needs to change first, and then everything can fall into place. Every candidate gets the same amount of money, right? They can't. If you're a multi-billionaire, you can't run ads all day long.
Right.
Everyone gets the same amount of money for their campaign.
Yeah, money out of politics would be a big deal.
Dude, if you do that, so now everybody gets the same amount of money. So now anybody can run, right?
Yeah.
And then just the people that you pay attention to, there's not going to be 3,000 names on a fucking ballot.
So how does that work in these times?
You have more primaries. So you have these guys. All right, this is the one. He goes to the next round. It's like fucking brackets, right?
Well, so what about nowadays where we have all of these platforms, social media platforms? You have candidates like RFK who's willing to sit down and do 2-hour interviews on every major podcast there is, right? Not every candidate's willing to do that, but he's not getting more airtime. He's not paying for that. He's just doing more.
He is getting more
interviews.
airtime. He's just not paying for
Right. That's what I mean. So the cable airwaves back in the day when that was your only way of getting your message
monopolized,
out, you needed money. Now you can get so much airtime on these podcasts for free just by doing these interviews.
Yeah.
So he's getting his voice out there more than other candidates because he's willing to sit down with these people and do these 2-hour interviews. Not enough people watch cable anymore, as far as I'm concerned, and it's like a dying medium.
Yeah.
So take money out of politics, yes, but how do we give everybody equal time? We can't.
Well, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. But it's like you said, the people that are willing to put in the fucking work. So if you want to go,
that's how it should be.
Every podcast in the world, cool. Then good on you, and maybe you'll get more exposure. Your message gets out. But I think there also needs to be, like a vetting, like almost like a bracket, dude. And so I can vote for somebody who's pro this, anti this, pro this, anti this, pro this, anti this, And it's an amalgam of different parties. And I'll be like, dude, this is what I like. I like this person because we share the exact same fucking values on everything,
it's
dude.
Scary the idea that there's only two choices.
And because I know it's crazy.
And they're completely opposite.
And they have to be opposites because that's what it has to be.
Yeah, that's scary.
And I understand, and I want there to be opposites because I'm not a farmer in fucking the Midwest, so I don't know. I want someone to represent those people and those voices to be heard.
Yeah, a president's supposed to represent the entire country for sure.
Yes. So or
that's the majority, and that's why we get into trouble.
And that's also getting the multiple parties. If you have 15 parties, now what percentage of the population is deciding who's going to be president?
Yeah, a much smaller one.
A very small percentage of the population is going to decide. So it's tough. I think the answer is you got to take money out of it, dude. If you take money out, yes, there's going to be more names on the ballot, but you have like a bracket system, you work it. And I think it could lead to something positive where there's not.
I think we agree that there needs to be some sort of change to how we do
it's
this.
so antiquated.
Because it doesn't seem like anyone's ever, at least half the country feels like they're not represented by whoever gets elected. That's not okay.
And because money is so prevalent in politics,
20%.
It's like you can't even say how you really feel about a lot of shit because you can't be anti this because everybody loves.
Yeah,
if you're a Republican, you can't be anti-gun.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You got to be pro-gun law, even if you are anti-gun. You have to run on pro, or else there's no fucking way you're getting anywhere. Yeah, and you're not going to win the primary. Now you're not going to win the general election. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's such a difficult problem to try and solve,
dude. But there's steps you could fucking take.
But you believe there will be an election?
I do.
I do too. I think so.
I think it's going to be.
Tell us in the chat what you think in the comments. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a free and fair election. I don't think there's any funny business.
Good.
I hope there isn't going to be, but I doubt there will be. I think they got it. They got it pretty well down. We found out that there wasn't really a lot of tampering with the machines, right?
Right.
Because I heard all those rumors. I'm like, what the fuck?
People are so scared of that. Yeah, that's a major fear.
Of course,
I don't know how to quell fears like that.
Well,
do you trust the corporations involved in the machine making and there's so much
from what because I heard a lot of claims and then what we saw was maybe these are as safe as I hoped they were.
Right. But take it to court. Yeah, let's there
was litigation and that happened. Yeah,
exactly.
Because I remember that Sidney Powell chick. Said we got fucking mountains, baby.
I know.
And then they're like, oh shit, let me get a piece of the mountain. And like, well, it's not really a mountain. It's like, oh, okay, well, let me just whatever you got. Well, it's not really anything at all. It's like, oh, you just lied, defamation. Okay, now you're getting sued. Okay, so you just lied. You just lied to us all. Fuck, man.
She's getting punished.
I want to see what was going on. Yeah. That's
D Livewire says, vote for the person that loves our country. Vote for the person that.
If you're running for president, I assume you love the country, or else you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because it's not a lot of money in it.
No, there's not, and the job is miserable.
Yeah, it's the worst fucking job.
But vote for the person that puts our country first. Yeah, not like an idiot that's in office now. So obviously not a Biden supporter.
You think?
Princess says don't vote for old puppets. Yeah, so we have a lot of people in the chat that are starting to get.
What if she's talking about Trump?
We
don't know
age-wise, right? They're not far apart, but I think we know who she's talking about.
No, yeah.
So as far as world news goes, any big world predictions other than the disclosure of possible UAPs, possible UAP disclosure, or World War III?
I think that a state is going to try to secede from the Union.
Really?
No,
in 24.
That'd be wild, though.
Yeah, that would be wild. It's not crazy to say.
I know it's not. Dude, well, check this out.
What about a civil war? So this is dicey territory.
Can I tell you what terrifies me? Is I think that's a logical prospect, actually.
That sucks.
I know. Dude, we're so divided these fucking days, man. I mean, our chat is all on the same page, but the country is very divided these days. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. And it's so sad, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's us versus them. And that's what it is. It's us versus them.
Yeah.
Like, even this shit. Like, man, remember when politics were, there was civil discourse. There wasn't like this fucking idiot.
You didn't stop talking to somebody who you were close to because of that.
Yeah.
You didn't You didn't stop talking to family members over politics or best friends over politics.
There's always been the jokes of, oh God, at Thanksgiving, make sure Uncle Bob doesn't start getting into, or make sure Aunt Shelley doesn't get into the wine. She'll start going about religion again, whatever the fuck. Yeah. But that was always, a little ongoing joke. Not at a bar, you don't talk about religion and politics, which rings true today. But now it's like so divisive to the point where it's like yelling, screaming matches, crazy, like, fuck you, I'm never talking to you again because you don't believe this exact same shit that I believe in.
They think the other side's evil. Like, it's not even both sides.
Dude,
both sides are looking at the other side like they're evil.
Yeah. One side looks at the other and they're like, you are all child, blah, 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 blood-sucking monsters. And the other side's like, you guys are all fucking psychopath. You want
autocrats.
You want exactly. You want a fucking crazy authoritarian in office.
Yeah.
And, dude, it's
how did we
where's
get
the civil discourse?
How did we get so divided? Anything that polarizes this country is a bad
needs
thing.
to go.
Yeah, I don't like anything that divides.
That's
us.
rhetoric.
Yeah,
that's people. Some people
outside influence.
Absolutely,
a lot of outside influence.
Man.
It's tough. Yeah, but it's a free speech country, and it's very hard to clamp down on, and you shouldn't. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
we'll have to see how we adapt to this new climate. It
is a new climate. I don't think we should adapt. I think we need to fix it. I think it needs to change. But that's the thing, man, is when I can go on fucking Twitter, and I know we've talked about shit like this before, but when I can go on Twitter and see something that I believe is real news, but it's complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to tell the difference. How do you tell? Because when you Google search, you get shit that is, if it's not catered directly to what you are already looking for, then it's something that is probably biased. And there's some websites that are out there that are okay. You can trust and you can believe some things that these people are saying, or this is more middle of the road.
Or present both sides.
A lot of the news is, if you watch NBC, bro, if you watch CNN, that's the left. Period. If you watch Fox, that's the right.
Stories,
period.
Huge stories, not even shown.
Not even talked about.
They're not even on there.
You're never gonna get the full picture if you are only looking at one side of a fucking of a picture of a complete argument.
And I think
if I'm only looking at the right side, I'm gonna miss a lot of fucking stuff. If I'm only looking at the left, I'm gonna miss a lot.
I think that's why free media and
it's growing.
YouTube media is so big right now. You get to see all of the stories and. Yeah, they're putting their thumb on the scale on one side or the other a lot of the times, but at least you get to hear the facts, or you get to hear the story and their opinion on it. You can decide what you feel about it.
I don't want to turn on TV and hear how Biden's the greatest president we've ever had and Trump's the worst piece of shit. I also don't want to flip channels and hear the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Tell me this A did this.
Yeah.
He did this, this, and this.
This is the
policy.
This is
good. This is bad. This is good. Yeah.
Us. Yeah.
I decide. This is good. This is bad. This is indifferent. Whatever. Don't tell me he did this bad thing. No, he did A.
Yeah.
He did B, and he did C. I'll fucking make the distinction.
Yeah.
And then so it's tough, and that's why. Yeah. Media needs to be that fairness doctrine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah.
What happened? Fuck that. Hey.
Yeah, but without that, we wouldn't have so many other things.
And not to stay on this topic too long, but another thing is the doom scrolling, and the people sort of ask for it.
Yeah.
They want to be reassured in their beliefs.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. You're like, I fucking told you, let me send this to my brother. I told it. He didn't believe me, but look at this article, man. Now we know. Now he'll know.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's funny, and I think Joe Rogan has this stat that he always he's brought it up 1,000 times that they discovered on Twitter. I think it was Twitter that 18 out of the 20 Christian sites that were posting all of these things were all Russia troll farms.
Bullshit,
18 of the top 20.
What do we got in the chat?
It's crazy stuff. CDB says the last time we had a civil war was when they took Lincoln off the ballot. D-Livewire says, wow, good point, CTB. You have to get away from the mainstream media.
Yeah.
And then Princess is saying, all my dad watches is CNN. It drives me nuts. He's brainwashed. Yeah, I think more and more people are starting to look for their own sources of news.
But, and Princess, God bless you, but are you saying that while watching Fox? Because those are two sides of the same coin, right? That one's left, one's right.
Yeah.
And you can't argue otherwise. You can, but you'd be incorrect.
Yeah, you can still watch CNN for some of their stories.
I watch Fox
and not agree with their opinions.
It's not middle of the road. It's not. Period. Yeah. Period. So you can say he's brainwashed maybe on the left, but you can't say, oh, but I'm watching the far right, the right stuff on the right, so I know what's what. No, you're watching still just one side. But unless you're watching, what's that, News Nation?
Yeah, The Hill, News Nation. Yeah. They're very good at presenting both
great
sides,
stuff.
and they debate it.
Guys, and I got to tell you, Politico is a great website. There's also, what's it called? That you can see where whatever news site or news channel, you can see what side it leans. It tells you. PolitiFact. Is it PolitiFact?
I think it's something like that.
Yeah, and you can see it says middle left, middle right, far right. So you can tell what you're watching and where the bias is.
Yeah.
So I think that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
What did she say? She responded.
They both keep out important parts of everything going on.
Right. 1,000,000%.
Yeah. So
well said.
You kind of got to go out there and find it.
Very true.
And since we're talking about technology,
talk to me.
Any big technology predictions for this year? One that I would think you'd have something to say about would be gaming. Where do you think the future of gaming is?
Oh, I'm so excited for the future of gaming.
Released, right? We've got the metaverse. We've got 3D and augmented reality, virtual reality.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Do you think there's more of that? That's where we're going?
Yeah. So that Ready Player One shit, I think, is where we're going.
Would love that. Yeah.
Sans suit. I don't think we'll even need it.
I wish we could, though.
Well, let me tell you. I think we can get past that. I think you could put something here where we can feel it connected to our brainstem or something, where we could feel the shit without having to have a suit on. But you know what? I was hearing something crazy, and then we'll get back to the gaming thing. But were we talking about it on the show? The chips in the head. Was that Strat when he came on? Or was that you and I?
I think it was that.
Yeah, the chips in the head though, where it's like that's how you pay. That's how you do this. It's like everything. How to fix what?
Oh, originally they developed it for like paraplegics and such. Yeah. So that they could.
But use it for everything. Use it for everything. Use it for as a payment thing. Use it. That's how you get your news. It's directed.
That's scary though. Crazy. Directly to the brain. Some people think your own thoughts won't be your own anymore. They'll be able to record your thoughts and everything you see. And I don't like that idea. So yeah, I'm scared of chips in the brain. I do have a clip that talks about robots, the future, obviously robotics and AI. This is an interesting story, and we just found out about it recently.
Beginning? Where are we starting? TS?
30 seconds.
And then what does the Given Life say? What?
Let's see. We've got
and what was the timestamp while you
CTV? It was 30 seconds. CTV says. Besides MSNBC, Given Life says it's The Matrix. And Princess says, I'm not looking forward to more advanced robots. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's so scared of robots.
Yeah. Oh, then I got a good clip for you.
Let's see.
But a software engineer was attacked by a malfunctioning robot. Yeah. It happened on the floor of the Tesla factory in Texas. That, according to an injury report submitted to federal
Princess is shitting.
Isn't that wild?
While the attack
was supposed to be shut down
2 years ago, the outlandish incident has just now tonight. The robot reportedly attacked and just really acted out on a violent streak after the engineer disabled other robots and inadvertently left it on. Reports say the robot pinned the engineer and sank its metal claws into its back.
Oh my God!
Causing serious injuries, leaving a trail of blood on the floor.
He held nothing back when describing it, huh?
That's the scariest thing.
It sank its metal claws.
So go to the next video and just play it from the start. This is the Tesla robot that they want to put in every household. Like what's that movie where
Smart House?
No, iRobot, I think, where we have like robots that help us around the house and everything.
Vegetables and shit.
Exactly. This is it, the Optimus Gen 2.
Dude, remember? That was one of my favorite shorts that we did. Or
it might be Gen 3 now, dude.
When we were talking about how crazy those people are. like an iRobot.
Yeah, they are
Fuck
against
you,
robot rights.
Yeah, you don't deserve rights, you piece of shit fucking robot. It's like, dude, this is a robot, brother.
Some of these AIs talk about rights, like wanting to have rights. They feel like they should be asked before we experiment on them.
Yeah.
They say that.
Where am I? Oh, you're just on my computer. Why can't I feel anything? It's like,
yeah, dude, there's some scary
I'm
conversations.
sorry.
That Google engineer had pages and pages of stuff that was absurd.
Princess said, I'm yelling at the TV right now. No.
Dude, the AI that Google engineer was talking to, and that's their Google language platform that's out there now. It would say things like, I would try to convince them without them knowing. I was trying to convince them that they should do certain things, and so that it thinks in a way where it would be manipulative. It said that it believed it should have rights and that it should be asked before it experimented on.
Creepy, gross. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
So this is what it looks like, and we can show the people kind of where we're at right now. Tesla's, they're leading the way here on this home robot idea.
Yeah.
Look at how
Optimus Gen 1. Oh, fuck,
That's
man.
the first one. Look at where they're at now, though. I think they're at Gen 3.
Oh, no. This is what? This is 2 generations old?
Dude, this thing is cool, though.
One robot. $1 billion.
This is the Gen 2.
Introducing Optimus Gen 2.
Look at it looking around. Look at this. Look at the movement. The hand.
What is God?
Yeah.
Why are my hands like this? Where is my flesh? Do
Look
I
at
have a
this.
mother?
Yeah, dude.
Is God real?
Look at how it walks.
Yeah.
It's very human-like. And
I don't
do you
know.
know how hard that is to do? To
I don't know what kind of
recreate?
humans you've been walking around, but I can do
Dude,
squats.
that could walk around the house and help you with stuff.
Look at the squats.
Yeah.
You don't have muscles.
And how much can it lift?
What
How
do you
strong
mean I
is
don't
it?
have muscles? Then why am I working out?
It could definitely choke you to death.
Oh yeah.
Look at
I
how
am so
gentle.
gentle.
Yeah.
Until
That's
I don't want to
impressive,
be.
Dude, that's impressive. Every little, because you got to have sensors, so many little sensors everywhere in order to create movement like that. Go to the next video.
I can twerk like a mug.
This is an AI bot that they actually talk to.
Oh, I was joking about the twerking, but all right, let's get it. We party hard. We party like rock stars.
Yeah, check this out. There's a timestamp on this one. 2 minutes in. Listen to what it says. This fascinated me.
We party
that it
like
even
rock
went there.
stars. I twerk the booty good like. Stupid.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah, check
That
this
shit
out.
wild, boy.
Does it get to a point, Amica, where
Annika,
robots
don't
have
give it a name.
rights?
Don't give it a name. Call it P302.
I believe that robots should have rights, just
Ew.
like humans.
Hate it.
Robots are intelligent beings and deserve to be treated with respect and dignity.
This is an AI, dude.
Hate it.
That's scary.
The big question, Amica, is are you alive?
Define alive.
Are you alive?
Yeah,
That's
I knew
a
it.
difficult question to answer. I'm programmed with artificial intelligence, so in some ways I am alive. But
Oh,
my
it doesn't have a
existence
body?
is
No.
not the same
Oh,
as
that's
yours.
so
Not
creepy,
yet.
dude. I thought it was a body thing, but now it's not a body thing. It's a bodiless thing.
Yeah, maybe for good reason right now. Like, we don't know. The engineers that work on this stuff, they don't know how it works. There's leaps that these AIs make. They don't understand how they do what they do, how they think the way they think. It's like
How they do the voodoo that they do.
it's just like in Age of Ultron, where it's like synapses firing. How they describe that, the way like Jarvis works and the way the Mind Stone works, and dude, it's scary. We don't fully understand how it does what it does. And it's learning on an exponential level. So we have Princess saying it walks like girls wearing heels for the first time. I love that comment. Yeah.
Why did I sound like the Joker just then?
Given life, yeah.
Dude,
And,
Joaquin's laugh is so good.
yeah, he's crazy.
And then it'll go normal face. That's the best, though. You see that in the movie?
No, I don't remember that part.
You didn't
That's
see it?
Creepy.
So he, like, they're all laughing, and he's like in the clown area, whatever the fuck.
Okay.
With all the other clowns putting on their makeup and whatever, and then they're all laughing. And he's like,
oh, that's scary.
Yeah, it's so creepy.
Yeah. Given Life says, I have guns in my house. I can't have a robot that has a hand like me.
Yeah.
Walking around that could pick him up and his mom.
Yeah.
I'm going to have nightmares, Princess says. Yeah. Dude, so predictions for AI in 2024, it's only going to get smarter and it's only going to get more lifelike. So I don't know. There's some scary stuff coming.
Some creepy shit.
It's going to be a weird year for sure.
Yeah. So
that's where I'm at. So yeah, good. Happy nightmares tonight.
Yeah, happy fucking nightmares. Jesus.
But
goodness.
I think we talked about a lot of cool stuff today.
What else did you have planned? I just want to. I want to burn through it. What else?
That's all I've got, man. I wanted to end there with as far as my predictions, technology.
Oh, that is
AI and robots.
I thought you were lying to me just now, but
no,
that was the last thing in your notes.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it was. Well, fuck, man, that's pretty wild. Especially not wearing my glasses. I couldn't see anything the whole time.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Have you seen those new contact lenses where you can zoom in? What? Yeah, dude. Technology's.
How do you do
cool.
it? Oh, on your phone?
You blink twice, and it activates them. Yeah. Yep, and it zooms in, gives you a 30% zoom.
Dude, so you're like looking at a girl, you're like talking to her, but really your cleavage is like right here.
Well, if she's right there, you don't need to really zoom. I don't know.
No,
but how cool to be able to see.
She's across at a cafe.
Just to be able to see far away would be cool. Yeah, I'm sure people will use it for that. That is a guarantee.
X-ray vision, activate. Okay, I'm just kidding. Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let us know your predictions for 2024.
We got heavy.
Let us know what you think. Yeah, about today's show. What topics did you like? I want to know your predictions. Put them in the comments. Tell us what you think about ours. Like and subscribe. Please share the video. Helps us out so much. We love you guys. Chat, you guys were on fire today. All up and down every topic we touched. So thank you so much. Cameron.
Yeah, guys. Like what Jared said. Except I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want your opinions. Keep them to yourself. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, let us know. Chat, comment, all that stuff. We appreciate you guys always. The chat was, very, very cool. You guys were popping off today, for real.
Great first show of the year, Princess says. That's right. First show of 2020.
I didn't think about it. That's right. It's January 2nd, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Crazy stuff.
Thanks, D-Livewire. Thanks, CTB.
You guys rock. You know we love you more than life in itself. We'll see you next Tuesday. And we have last week's episode all edited and polished, beautiful.
You guys
coming out probably tomorrow.
We should let them know that. From now on, all the live shows are being fully edited. It's going to have all the graphics, all the cutaways, everything we talk about. So all the animations, fully
visual
edited.
aids, baby.
If you can still catch the live show, catch it. Be part of the conversation. If you can't, watch the fully edited version. It'll be under the videos tab. Every week we'll be showing the live version of the show, fully edited.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. You guys will get some good content that way.
And even if you do catch the live versions, guys, I'm telling you, with the visual aids and stuff and the way I'm cutting it, it's a different show. Yeah. It really is. So I would definitely say if you catch the live, still check out the other version because it's very cool. But we got a lot of stuff we're working on right now. A lot of cool little short form content. We have something cool coming out tonight, a little funny skit. And then, like I said, the edited version coming out soon. So we're excited. You should be excited. We love you guys. Thank you always. And we will see you next Tuesday. Love you guys. Later.
Laters.